What up, YouTube? Welcome to When Nice Guys Retaliate. Had an interesting subject I was thinking about just a minute ago. And I remember seeing videos about women saying that there's a male loneliness trend that's going on. And based on their opinions, because men are not marrying women and or getting in relationships with women and all this other stuff. Well, my take on it is women are the cause of this male loneliness trend. And the reason why they are is based on a few factors. One, I say modern women. I think traditional women do a very good job of being friends to men and just being, normal people. Whereas modern women who have high expectations, to me, they have lost the ability to be, to actually, in many ways, just be in society. And what I mean by that is you'll see a woman get in a man's face and then dare him to punch her when she knows good and well that he's probably not, because of the cultural bias toward violence towards women. Not to mention, she has the police to back her up, and of course, depending on the guy, is going to determine whether or not the police are going to be able to save her. But in most cases, 9 times out of 10, that woman is not going to suffer any violence from that particular man. On top of that, because of the legal system, women have a lot of leeway in basically the legal system will leave them over a man, or at least sympathize with the woman over a man. So a woman can have a good man. She can, for some whatever reason, could be the dumbest reason in the world, he has a budget. She don't want to live by the budget. She wants to go on a girl trip and he's like, no, because you don't necessarily trust her. Or it's just she puts herself in a situation where he can't protect her and he just don't want to put her out there. But all of a sudden, things that you would consider normal and just part of being a man, they've demonized them, because women will say we need protection from men, but then they'll go up there and put themselves in harm's way. Not all women, but some women will. So you got a situation where a lot of men can't trust women. Not only can you not trust women in public, a lot of women in public, but you can't even trust a lot of women even in marriage or relationships, because they're not trustworthy. Not only are some of these women not trustworthy, they are not responsible. They'll go and spend up all the money in the bank account, whether it's hers and her man's, and she will actually drive the family into debt for her own happiness, regardless of what the man says or does, or his goal. A lot of women, modern women, value themselves over men, over the responsibilities, the protection of men, and even just the idea of men. And so a man cannot trust a woman in a relationship. And then a man, a lot of times, is safer to be without a woman. So, yeah, you could say that there could be potentially a male epidemic of loneliness, but there also could be a female epidemic of loneliness. But on top of that, I would just say, for the women who are claiming that the male epidemic of loneliness is caused by men, I just disagree. I believe it's caused by women, feminism, and a desire for women to be in control regardless of the outcomes or the consequences. And so a man can be lonely by himself, which is going to be 10 to 20 to 30 times better and being lonely in a relationship with a woman who don't really care about him. Not to mention women who will get in relationships with good men, and then they will use those good men to build their wealth, take away from that man, and now that man, not only is he without a woman, he's without half of his the things he earned in his life. Whereas the woman doesn't necessarily have to give up anything. She gets all the gain, or majority of the gain, where he gets basically the shaft, so to speak. And so that's just my thoughts on this particular issue, is that if there is a male loneliness epidemic, it's not caused by men. It's not caused by men not wanting to be with women. It's caused by women becoming dishonest, untrustworthy, unrelatable, undateable, and basically they're just not very good people. A lot of these modern women are not very good people in society as a whole, and that includes relationships with other women and kids. But in my opinion, if there is a male loneliness epidemic, it's caused by modern women, or modern women that are selfish and that care more about themselves than their families or their husbands or their guy friends or whoever else. But that's just my thoughts, and I thought I'd share it. And I'm just curious about what you guys think about it. Do you think the male loneliness epidemic is real? And then the second question is, who caused the male loneliness epidemic? But thanks for your time, and I hope you guys have a good one.